whole container full. Let me just turn on. Like, yes, we're on live this morning. Now, I'm going to ask my teacher. I really say good morning to my YouTube audience yet. I'm going to ask the teacher in the class to please tell me what is the significance of the holiday today. So I am Marlene McKinney, Bahamian vegan, locked down in paradise, I like to say, and we have a holiday in my country today. It is day 4 of the Daniel Fast Challenge. Amen. I should have an applause. Woo! How are we doing? How are we faring? I hope that you are doing well. I am having a great time on this challenge, enjoying it, and just grateful, just grateful. And so today is day 4. Let me just quickly label so I can send it out. Cuban black beans. How many of us love Cuban black beans? I love black beans, beautiful stuff. Because black beans has a flavor of their own. They're kind of sweet, they're tasty, and you don't like have to be running for flavor. All right. Day 4, Daniel fast. All right, now I'll go back and look at the other labeling a little later on. Of course, I'll take a picture and send it out later. And to find these recipes, you go to the Daniel Fast in Something Better Today's channel. All right. So how are we doing today? I'm just saving it and then I'm going to copy that link and go to so I can watch it also on YouTube. Okay, here we go. So it's Cuban black beans, Cuban black beans. Beautiful. All right, so we'll come back to that page. Got it. There we go. All right, beautiful. So we're doing Cuban black beans today, and I, of course, cooked my beans in my crock pot. That's just who I am. Now you could boil it. It's your choice. I find that black beans take forever to boil. But for me, I love using my crock pot so while I am asleep, my beans are cooking. When I wake up in the morning, I have the aroma of black beans all through the house or whatever I'm cooking in my crock pot. It's just filled with that aroma all through the house. So I don't want most of this water. I'm going to quickly just drain most of it. I don't need all of that. So let's just get rid of the water. Why beans? We're on a Daniel fast, and Daniel ate lots of whole foods during his time. Um, he was not on a fast necessarily, except that he was in chapter 10, but he ate a plant-based diet. And so we are following the plant-based diet, Genesis 1:29 diet, that Daniel and his friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, chose to follow. What I like about those 4 Hebrew boys, there were other boys all around them who may have been eating whatever they chose to eat. And they were all from the same background, all from the same hometown. Like I'm from the Bahamas, but when I travel to Paris, I choose to eat the flesh because ain't nobody else looking. But these boys said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm sticking with the plan. I'm sticking with what my parents taught me. I'm sticking with what God would have me to do. They purposed that they would not defile themselves, no matter how good the delicacies of the king's table looked. And I'm telling you, I'm sure it looked really good. I'm sure it was just filled with desserts and lots of meat and pork and all these different things, but they chose not to follow. They said, we're going to do what we have to do. We're going to do what we got to do. We're going to be faithful. We're going to remain faithful. So I need some of these black beans for our recipe for tomorrow. So I'm going to fish some out and then we'll use the rest of it for our hi. All right. So I need a cup and a half for my recipe for tomorrow. There goes. I was telling someone yesterday that you can take a bag of beans and you can feed your family maybe for more than a week. One bag. So we're going to prove that next week, or maybe who says maybe Friday. We're going to prove it. We take one bag of garbanzos. I love garbanzos. I like to do that with the garbanzos. We take the one bag of garbanzos. So don't miss Friday's class. We're going to do garbanzos on Friday's class. And we're going to do 3 different recipes to see how far it will stretch. How far will it stretch? I can take $20 and live on that $20 for the week. Can you do that? Yes, you can. Don't purchase those packaged stuff. You know, the can and the frozen stuff, the ones that we call vegan meat, the vegetarian something, something, something. You know what I'm talking about. That's what we want to avoid. That's when it becomes very expensive because one package of burger can cost you as much as $10. You understand what I'm saying? So all I'm saying to us is this. We want to make sure that we're eating whole foods on this journey. You want to make it simple and you want to make sure that you are creating it yourself because then you know what's in there. All right. So I'm going to put this aside. Let me put it aside because I don't need it at this time. All right, beautiful. So that's a part of our tomorrow's recipe. And then Friday. Don't miss Friday. We're gonna take the garbanzo and we're gonna show you 3 ways that you can prepare that garbanzo that it will not be a repetitive food. You're not gonna taste the same stuff. You're gonna be amazed. And you're gonna be able to eat for a week. Anybody in? Who's in? I am. All right, so let's start cooking because our time's gonna go. Yesterday we got late to the prayer line and we got reprimanded for that. So we can't be late today. Now, if you want to be on an oil-free diet, that's great. But if, for those who don't, then you can use a little olive or coconut oil or avocado oil as you're frying down your herbs. So I have here, let me show you what I have. Somebody could do a screenshot. That'd be great. Anybody want to do a screenshot for me? Screenshot. I can use that as a part of my photo for today with my recipe. So we have onions, we have garlic, we have paprika, cumin, oregano, and a little basil. And I'm going to put the onions, the garlic, and the cumin into the pot. So I guess you should come with me. You should. You really should. Hold on for me. You should come with me. I'm going to just drop about a teaspoon or so of oil in there. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Let's save that for other recipes where we need it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to split my screen so that you can see me while I'm transferring the camera. You know, I don't like you to be dizzy while I'm moving the camera. That doesn't work for me, but I'll turn the stove on in the meantime. All right, let's turn the stove on in the meantime. Oh my goodness. So I had asked our teacher to tell us what is the significance of today's holiday. Today is, thank you. Today is Majority Rule Day in the Bahamas. It's a holiday. We have more holidays than days of work. I believe that in my heart. I really do. So, okay,
Equality,
go
rights.
say it again. Go ahead, loud and clear. Come on. Come on. I didn't hear that person. Who was it? Oh, Thelma. Hey, Queen Thelma, go ahead.
That wasn't me.
Oh, who was it? I didn't. I was trying to hear the person. I didn't hear who it was. Go ahead. Tell me, somebody.
Back in the day, there was
Yes.
inequality whereby the whites ruled over the blacks, even though the blacks, we were the majority.
Mm.
The father of our nation, Lyndon
Mm-hmm.
Pinlin,
Yes.
he threw out of the window, and Milo Butler, the hourglass. In so doing, votes were cast, and it ended up whereby the majority, who were the blacks, we now became the majority in government. Prior to that, the Bay Street Boys and all of them, they were the majority, even though they were few in number.
Yes, they
Okay,
were. Mm-hmm.
the Burma Road riot, we fought against it. We did it in a peaceful manner. And by the counting of votes, we became the majority by our color.
Mm.
And
Wow.
if Thelma could add more to it.
So may I ask a question while we get to our pot? We're cooking up our herbs now. Would the women's suffrage movement have been a part of that movement? Would
Yeah,
you say they would have? Yes. So
most,
y'all know I gotta
yes,
tell y'all that my grandmother was a part of the women's suffrage movement, right?
yes, big
Yes,
part,
she
yes.
was. So she's a part of history in the making for my country. Yes. That was a big deal for us, you know. That was a big deal for us as Bahamians, right? It's a big deal because um it's a big deal because we were being, I guess, oppressed. Wouldn't you say it was oppression?
Yes, we were,
Yeah, we were being
definitely.
oppressed. And so here we had this opportunity that we could definitely excel and soar and do more for our country. And so I just love that the father of our nation, I mean, he really stepped in. He stepped
Yes, he
in
did.
and he just did his thing. So in my pot, anything else you want to share on that, Miss Troy, before we move on? I love that my grandmother
One of
was a
the
part of that.
things
I'm
was
going to look for a
very,
picture of my Grammy so I can show you guys. Go ahead. Sorry.
one of the things is what was really a disadvantage is that in order to vote, you had to own property. The black man didn't have any
That's right.
property, you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
So that was a major thing that caused that was really
Hmm.
wasn't it wasn't right. It wasn't right,
Yeah,
but
that's not right.
thank God for Clinton.
That's not right. That's not right. No, no,
Equality.
that's not right. What I will do, I'll show all of the women from the women's suffrage movement. 'Cause there's a photo here with all of them. And I'll show you that my Grammy, the late Eugenia Lockhart, is on a stamp. You know, she's on a stamp that they created for these women who fought for the rights of the people. They fought for the rights of the people, and so often we are called on to represent the family because they're just so excited to know that there are people who are still alive. And so that's my grandmother right here. And these are the women who would have fought, helped to fight. They would have baked cakes and done a lot of work to help women to be able to vote because I think it was the women who would have helped to make such a significant change. Wouldn't you say? Would have been the women who would have helped to make such a significant change. So in our pot, we have our onions, we have our garlic, and I am going to add some tomato paste. Now, if you don't have tomato paste, you can definitely feel free to add tomato sauce. I'm a tomato paste or tomato sauce kind of girl. In the Bahamas, we love tomato paste, but you can use any one of the above. Okay. Now, this recipe is my favorite. My son was visiting just a few days ago for the Christmas holidays. And when he came, well, he sent his order ahead. He said he'd have some black beans, rice, and salad. So I made him some black beans, rice, and salad. And he said, "You got to show me how to make this, mommy. You just got to show me how to make that." So this video is for him today because I did do a shorts on it. I'll put the shorts together later, and then we'll have this one also. So you want to cook that down, and you want to make sure that the cumin cooks down. You want to let it burn in the pot. Okay, that's the whole idea. I'm going to add some paprika to that. Okay. You want to just make that cumin. You want to make sure that cumin kind of cooks down before you add anything, because that's really where the flavor of this dish comes from. Okay. To me, that's where the strong flavor comes from for this particular Cuban black beans. All right. And I have never been to Cuba. I need to go. I would like to go one day soon. Hopefully, I'll get there. Let me replace camera while that cooks up. I'm gonna let it cook, and then while that is cooking, just get away from the pot. 'Cause you don't want to be looking in the pot. That makes no kind of sense, right? So this recipe today calls for you could use a full bag of beans if you chose to. I'm not using the full bag. I saved some of my beans for our recipe for tomorrow, and so we are going to put the remainder of my beans in the pot with the tomato paste. I am going to add a little coconut milk because that's my business. I call it, it's because it's my recipe. They don't do coconut milk in this, but I am going to add just a little coconut milk in mine. All right. And then we will just season it up, add the beans, bring it to a full rapid boil. And what I like to do is I like to cook down, like literally cook right down. Now, those of us who missed yesterday's recipe, that Jamaican stew piece, let me tell y'all something, that was life. That was life, okay? So I have a trivia. Here's the trivia for the day. Ta-da, drum roll. While we're waiting for that to cook up, here's the trivia for the day. Here is the trivia for the day. I got two trivias for the day. I got two trivia. Okay. Here's the first one. What is this here plant? What is this here plant? What is it?
Spanish time.
Oh, that was too easy. that was.
My
I should
mother
just put.
has to grow in the yard.
I should have just put a little leaf, and maybe that would have hit. We got Spanish time. So a friend of mine gave me
Yes.
a full container. Look at this one. Look how much she gave me. She said, "Here you go. Go home." Look at it. All that Spanish time is in my cover for my skillet. And I was like, what am I gonna do with all this Spanish time? What am I gonna do with all this Spanish time? But yeah, so it smells amazing. I just love Spanish time. I love it. So I'm gonna
No,
plant this.
it's a bit invasive. It can take over your yard if
Yeah.
you let it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the planter, and hopefully it won't take over. Because I like to have, I have like a lot of the herbs right there in my little planter in the front. That's the only thing I'm successful in growing, except for sprouts. right now. I'm gonna get there. But I'm told that even the leaf will catch. Even a leaf will catch. All right. So I'm just gonna. I have it here in some water, and I'm gonna just. And it looks droopy because I took 2 days before I put it in water. God forgive me. I am not good with the plant thing. I forgot it was there. I was supposed to show trivia. So our next trivia, drum roll. Brrr. What's the next one?
Hog banana.
Hog bananas. Hog bananas have more nutrients than regular bananas. Anybody knew that? Hog bananas have more nutrients than regular
Really?
bananas. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I have a TikTok on it. I'm going to share the TikTok on it. I will do that today. I'll send it in the chat. This has more. And so yesterday I went to the food store and met one of my. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was saying, are they sweeter?
Oh,
No,
they remind me a little bit. Let
No.
me open it. No, I don't think
they're
so. Let
not.
me show you
They're
something.
not.
Yeah. They remind me a
Um,
little bit of the plantain inside, right? So somebody said, "What would
um,
you do with it?" I said, "Well, I bought a container full because they had a good sale at the food store on them." And I said, "I'll come up with a recipe for it." Oh, I got to get to that part. Smell my stuff.
In Jamaica,
So
it's
in,
called Chinese
let me,
banana.
what's it called?
Chinese banana.
Shiny.
Yes,
hmm.
in Jamaica.
Cool.
In
Let's
Jamaica,
get
it's
to
a
that part. It's what?
fake banana. I don't.
Name that again?
I don't know how to spell it, but we used to call it fake banana. I guess it's
Fake.
fake like they were saying fake banana.
Fake banana.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny. Oh my goodness, fake banana. But anyone here likes it? Oh, I just burnt up all my stuff. Okay. Anybody here likes the that banana? So then I'm gonna put my beans in, okay? Then go all
Never
the black
liked it.
beans. Never liked it. Never liked it. Wow. I think we are quite prejudiced. Never liked it. But we could do stuff with it. Look at the seeds. What I think most people don't like about it is that there are seeds inside. You see the seeds? But that's a good sign. It means it's organic, isn't it? That's what it means. All right. So I'll probably eat some today. It doesn't. The flavor is not the same. I'll probably try some on camera. How about it? I'll try some on camera in a minute. All right. The flavor is not the same. So then I'm going to add my oregano, and I'm going to write the recipe in the description today. If you go back to the recipes we did for the past 2 days on the Daniel fast, you'll see where I wrote the recipes in the description. Okay. I did that. I went back and I wrote the recipes in the description. So I just stir. Oh my goodness, the flavors in here are amazing. I'm going to add just a drop of coconut milk because it's my recipe, even though it's Cuban. I make it my style. I like a little drop of coconut milk in there. Awesome. And then
Mm, that's the
I'm going
flavor
to
of the coconut milk.
extra flavor. That's what we talked about this morning. So I add a little more garlic. I did add garlic. And I don't remember if I added Italian season, but I just added a drop. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to let that come to a boil. Now I haven't added salt yet. I'm going to use. Okay, somebody says hot banana tastes really good. Joanne said it. I'm going to use some of my coarse salt from my mom's island. And it literally is my family's island. Let me put my camera back to you. I can see what I am saying. I'm going to cover that in a minute. It is literally owned by the Lockharts and the Moxies and the Wallaces and the Maycocks. That's who the island belongs to. It's called Ragged Island, right? And so it's a very small island. I've been there. My mom took me there to do some health presentations many years ago before she died. And yeah, so I'm gonna let that come to a rapid boil. Let's let it cook. In the meantime, I'll put these away and we'll do some chatting. Oops, oops, oops. So somebody says the hot banana tastes very good. Awesome. And of course, we need a sidekick in there, some cumin. Let's put a drop of that in there. Gotta have a little sidekick, just a little, just a little. That's amazing. Listen, those beans yesterday, though, listen, listen to me, guys. If you haven't tried yesterday's recipe, I don't know what you're waiting on. Someone, I'm telling you, one of the girls made it in the chat and it was amazing. Let me quickly show you. May I quickly show you what they have made thus far? Let me show you. I have a PowerPoint put together just to share with you what has been made so far and who made it and all that kind of stuff. So, and then we're going to talk about our beautiful jar. Look how colorful mine is today. And then I have to share that testimony with you. So here goes. I got so much to share with you. While that's boiling down, we will chat. That's what we do. Let me show you. Let me show you what these girls and guys have been making at home since the Daniel fast started. We are on day 4. I should get an applause. We are on day 4. Amen.
Yay!
Woo! That's big for people who Miss Jones. That's huge for people who are meat eaters.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
Yep.
It's huge. It's huge.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Mhm.
here we go. So look at what these guys have been making. Look at what they've been making. Hold on, trying to open up this. Look at this. Hold on, there's somebody chatting in the conversation here. If you don't have a pressure cooker, no, you can use the canned beans, of course. Most definitely. You get the same nutrients. Just rinse off those beans because there's a lot of salt. So here's what they've made. Grace made this macaroni and cheese. I wish I could let you hear the voice though. Hold on. Maybe I should. She don't mind. Grace is my daughter. I call her my daughter. I adopted Grace. She's like, that was so good, And she's like, I did your class before, but now I'm like really serious, And it's really, really good. So she sent me her pictures. She's like, look what I made, Marlene.
Good night, Miss Marlene. Good night. Listen, I tried the macaroni today. And it was whatever you want to say. Awesome.
Awesome.
I'm used to not having this.
Amen.
Dairy is my biggest problem. There's not just the milk,
Can you hear
dairy. So if I can,
Mhm.
mimic that, I'm good to go. And it came out exceptionally well.
Oh.
Thank you. I had
Oh.
before
Did the
long
class
time ago.
before, long
But
time
I
ago.
refreshed the course and said, let me do it again. Let me get used to this. I just
Yay, Grace.
loved it. I did 2 pounds and the first pound I'm gone. The other one half eater.
Amen. 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 Isn't that a beautiful testimony?
Mhm.
Into day 3, she's like, I have to make the macaroni. And then we have Keffy, my sister in Texas, Tyler. Now Grace is in the Bahamas. Oops, there we go. Grace is in the Bahamas. Keffy's in Tyler, Texas. She's of course on the journey with us. Day 3, this is what she made. Her sweet potato baked with collard greens and topped with lentils and Mexican sweet potato. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look good? She said, let me tell you something. Good. Okay. Yes. And then Phyllis actually made something else last night. I'm going to see if I can open up that and add it there. Phyllis made these super cookies, and then she comes to my house to get her chia seed and didn't bring me any. I should have not given her anyway. She's like, you have any more? She's like, that was so good. My husband and I ate all. And then Debbie, and Phyllis is in the Bahamas. Debbie, all the way in Alabama, who's maybe watching right now. Debbie made this spinach onion pie. That crust is to die for. Look at that. That looks amazing. I just love her presentation. I think it was just beautiful. Then this is, of course, what we did on day 2 on the video. You can go back and watch it. That's the carrot apple salad. This is the Jamaican stew piece. Listen to me. This is life. This was life. I had rating reviews from my nieces in the house. Because that's what they're my samples. They're my people. This one. All I needed was some music. I needed the angels to say. That's how good it was. And may I be honest? Moment of truth. I hate dumplings, but I don't know what happened yesterday. When I added that cornmeal, it made it like firm. And I don't know, I was like, let me just try
Yeah.
one. Listen to me. May I say that I love dumplings? Hello, somebody. I had dumplings and they were divine. And I hate dumplings. Maybe it's because they're too mushy, People make them too mushy. I can't do that. I can't do the soft thing. These were
Oh.
firm, perfect. They had no sugar in there. I had
Yeah.
added remember we added the date paste? Amazing.
Date paste, yes.
Amazing. I'm telling you guys, amazing. So this was my favorite dish so far on this journey. Maybe you want today, I don't know. Maybe I should add some dumplings. I think I should add some dumplings. Don't you think?
Didn't you eat dumpling in Jamaica when your chef
No,
made it?
ma'am. No,
When he made
ma'am.
it for you, you
Hold on.
didn't?
Fried dumplings.
But what
I
about
would
when he
do.
made the stew? You said he made stew, the stew peas. You didn't eat the dumpling? You didn't make any with it?
What's stew peas?
In Jamaica, you said
Oh
this.
no, never do. No, ma'am, no. I think I was always a hater of dumplings. Always a hater of dumplings.
So he
Yeah,
never
never.
added dumpling to it?
No, he would make it. I tell him, give me the beans. I don't want the dumplings.
Oh, dumpling, but you just didn't eat it.
Yeah, he made the dumplings. I just didn't want it. Neil ate it. My ex-husband ate it. I don't know. No. That's nasty, Miss Joan. I thought it was just nasty. You
No,
know?
it's
No.
delicious. It's firm and
Okay.
Mr.
Okay.
Marlene,
I can.
but
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
on
Go ahead.
Jamaican dumplings, excuse me, aren't they're always firm?
yes,
Because my
very.
grandmother had a Jamaican caregiver and she always
Uh-huh.
made these things and the dumplings were always firm.
Very, very.
Yeah. Yeah. Ours aren't for, well, my girls at the shop, they did dumplings, and maybe because the dumplings were a bit soft for me, I didn't like it. It was too mushy for me. So that was not my thing. And it wasn't until way after that I had somebody who said, hey, all you gotta do is add some cornmeal and
Cornmeal.
you're gonna do it, you know? So I think that's pretty cool that you can add cornmeal to your recipe and it makes it firmer and more delicious. So I'm just creating a dumpling now. I'm just trying to find all my ingredients while we look at that picture. Here's the next created recipe. Tammy's hummus. Isn't that beautiful? I just love the presentation that these girls went through, the effort to create, to take pictures, to share, to excite and encourage the others on this journey, right? I think it's just beautiful. Just simply beautiful.
Morning,
Hey, sweetie.
morning. Yeah,
Hi.
I'm on the road, so I can't participate as much as I'd like to talk. Listen, you must not be a true Bahamian, Marlene. You don't like dumplings.
I'm not true Bahamian. I don't even like water. You forget?
Tell her, Phoebe, tell her.
I'm not true Bahamian. I hate water. My uncles keep telling me they don't know what's wrong with me. Said I'm not even a Lockhart. You're not even a Lockhart.
I say Bahamians love flour and water in whatever form.
Yes, yes, yes.
Flour and water combined in
Listen,
whatever form. Dumpling,
don't get it
bread, you
twisted.
name it.
Don't get it
That's
twisted,
Bahamian.
sister. Listen, don't get it twisted. I love me some bread. I like flour. I just didn't like it boiled. I didn't like it boiled. So
It
that
wasn't
was the
made
problem.
properly. That's why it wasn't made properly.
It wasn't made properly. Oh, but listen, this one here.
I could eat me a plate of just dumplings.
Listen, I tell you yesterday I had about 4. I was like, what's wrong with me?
I don't want no cornmeal in mine either.
Oh, really? I want the cornmeal.
Nope.
Let's do these cookies so you can see what I'm doing. Then this is, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? This is the journey we're on. I'm just excited about the journey that these ladies are on, the families are on together. Tammy actually started from the 1st of January. Then she took a mushroom and made a mock chicken. Look, divine. Look at that. Listen, I'm excited. I'm excited about what God's doing in our lives. Not just physically, but spiritually, we draw closer. That salad is lovely. Then we have Dawn's pasta salad. Somebody's texting. Okay, Dawn said she took this stuff to work, and the people at work were like, impossible. She said, they were like, no. She said, yes, no. Okay. And then she made the pina colada chia pudding. She didn't see the water part, so she was happy when I showed the water in the video. So she said she loosened it up with some water, but she said, listen, I can eat that every day. I can eat it every day. They made Agatha's stir fry with burgers, and that was it. So that's all the pictures I got in initially, but I am going to very quickly show you, very quickly. We have some time. Let me just quickly add to that. Let me add to that. Because Phoebe is on and her sister is in the challenge. Hello, Phoebe's sister is in the challenge. Yes, she is. And she added her photo at the end, and her picture looks like a picture of just pure health. It looks amazing. Okay. And then Phyllis added one more photo too. So I'm going to just quickly add those and then I'll show you. And then we will close this section out as we make sure I'm trying to look. Okay, there we go. That's Cassandra's picture. So let me just quickly add those pictures and then I'll show you and then we will close this section here out. I just want to encourage you to just get started. You can join us now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait. You can, Phyllis's Jamaican stew peas. Yeah, you don't have to wait to get started. You can start now. You know what I'm saying? You can start now. That's the beauty of it. You can start now. Just jump in. Just jump in. That's what I'd like to say. Just jump in. Okay. One more photo and then we will close this section out. That would be Cassandra's. She did stew peas, but guess what she did hers with? Black. Like what I'm doing now. She did black peas. Cassandra's. You gotta, because Phoebe encouraged her sister. Cassandra's stew peas. Okay, my design isn't coming in, but that's okay. I'll show them nevertheless. Okay, here we go. Design gives me an opportunity to show you. Okay, here we go. Let's just quickly show it, and then we're going to get back to our program. This is Phyllis's. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? So Phyllis did her stew. Okay. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Look at that. She had it with quinoa. Lovely. And then we have Cassandra's stew peas. I'm just excited about this. It looks good, don't it? It looks great. Let me put that back. I took that off too soon. Got to give Cassandra her time. That's it. There we go. Let's put that back. There we go. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Awesome. Isn't it beautiful what God can do? That's what he wants to do for us. He says, I want to do this for you. What he did for others, he can do for you with arms wide open. Amen. He will just help us on this journey. So there we go. So that's what's happening here in my neck of the woods. What's happening in your neck of the woods? If you have photos you want to share with us, please WhatsApp the photos to me so I can add you to our photo. What you call this? PowerPoint, and I can share them each evening just to encourage you along the journey. So let me add some water. So I have my dumpling mix already, and yes, I did add some cornmeal. I did add some cornmeal. So I'm going to add some water because someone yesterday said, "Did you have flour in the bowl?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So we had flour, about a cup of flour, about a quarter cup or so of cornmeal, a pinch of salt. My sugar was my date sauce that I made, which we just took the dates and we added it to what? We took the dates and we added it to water, boiled it. I put a pinch of baking powder in there. I did, right? And that was it. And I stir until we got a paste. So somebody, Miss Joan and Miss Val and Miss Muriel, they were in the chat saying, no drop dumpling will do.
Yeah, you got to roll them in a little ball.
Listen, that was somebody, I guess it had to be from Jamaica. They were in the chat, because the video is just really taking off really well. And they're like, it's not going to do. So I guess today they're going to tell me the same thing. So, the Cubans are going to tell me this is not true. What you call it? Stew peas, because I'm adding dumplings. But I just thought to add some dumplings because I fell in love with dumplings. Y'all pray for the sister. Because me love some flour. I love flour. And now I'm a flour baby. Woo. Okay, just make it nice and thick. So I'm going to drop it in. Let me just take it now to the next camera so you can see what's going on in that neck of the woods. Let's replace camera. And here we go. So, woof, look at that. Look at that goodness. Oh, so I'm going to add our dumplings now. This is my version of Cuban stew, Cuban black beans. Okay, that's a little soft. So I'm going to have to add some more flour. Hold on for me. I may have to save some of this dumpling for another recipe. I'm supposed to be doing some lentil soup for my friend Maggie, who helped me the other night, and Thelma. So I may have to just save some of this dumpling mix for that because I think it may be too much. But nevertheless, we're going to try. We're going to try. All right, so good. So you want to just make it a firm mixture as far as possible, right? But it's a drop dumpling. And so I would call her my auntie, like a mom. One of my parents' best friend, Miss Albury, Sister Vanette. She's the one that taught me how to make this. And this became a standard. This became a staple at my shop. The girls loved it. But when my mom stepped in, my mom would always come and say, no, you got to roll them out. So she had the Jamaican style in her. And she would say, nope, they got to be rolled out. And she'd stand up there and painstakingly roll them out. But child, listen to me. I was like, sweet girl, you're taking too long. By the time you finish, the soup will be ready.
Excuse me, sorry. Marlene.
Hey.
I have to talk when I get a chance when I'm on the road.
Listen,
listen. You put sugar or something or date in your dumpling?
Because I like it sweet. I like it sweet. I put date spread in there. Mind you, yesterday I only added like half a teaspoon of it. You didn't even taste it.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah, I added because I don't. That's firming up nicely. I don't like it, Phoebe, unless it has just a little something in there. So I said,
Oh,
no
okay.
sugar. I put some dates. I use dates if I have to do and everything, girl. I gotta be creative, right? Gotta be
Oh, okay.
creative. Okay.
Then she would love festival.
I've never had festival. Hold on. I don't know if I had it. I can't remember. I
I
can't
love it.
remember because, I was in school and yeah, I can't remember. I truly can't remember if I had it. Yeah, I
I love
can't.
Jamaican food.
Yeah, I can't remember. But I'm sure the chef did it. I just don't remember. How do we make festival? Can you tell me quickly? Our time's gone. We have to plate this right now. Can you tell me
Not
quickly
that
how?
you put cornmeal in it.
Is it sweet?
A little. It
It's a
tastes
little
good.
sweet.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's sweet. They put sugar in it.
Oh, and how do you cook it? You boil it?
It's
Right.
No,
fried.
fried. Just
Oh,
like
it's
fried
fried.
dumpling. Yes.
Oh,
That's for special
okay.
treats.
Okay,
It's
we're gonna have that when we come
delicious.
off this
It's
fast.
delicious.
We having some of that. Because y'all know. What?
I had it the
What?
first day I went to Jamaica last year. On our way to the house, we stopped on the roadside. They make good festival on the roadside. So,
Wow, really?
yeah, we had some, but to me, it was a little too sweet because I'm not used to eating sweet stuff. So,
Right,
but it
right,
was
right.
delicious. It was
Then you could just
delicious,
use the
though.
dates, Miss Jones. Just use the dates.
Yeah, I've never made it. My daughter made. She has made it, but I've
Oh,
never
you've
made
never
it.
made it? You're not Jamaican. Come on.
I know.
No, no, no. You like me. You're not. They tell me I'm not Bahamian. I know I'm not Bahamian because I know there's so many things I choose not to do. So I'm gonna let that come to a quick boil, and then it's done. It's done. All right. We got to get out of here. That's just beautiful. Look how pretty it is. This is gorgeous. I'm gonna set my table. Give me a chance. Set my table because we got to put the presentation together for the finish. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Let's get that table, my little tablecloth going. Do this, let's do this, let's do this. And I promise to try this banana thingy. Hopefully I like it. Lord of mercy. Mm, it tastes like banana. It tastes just like banana. That one's just not ripe enough for me. It's not right.
Mm.
But it reminds me of banana. Yeah. It's not ripe enough. Oh boy. All right, good.
Just fry it or bake it.
I just make it use it just fry it like what you call that?
Different plantains or bake it in if you
Yeah,
have.
I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I was supposed to cover this so it can kind of go rapidly. Let's just come back to my camera here. While we wrap up, I want to just show you something. So remember, we supposed to. I'm so happy to have Mamira with me this morning. Y'all I am so happy to hear you here this
Good
morning.
morning.
I've
Good
been
morning,
missing you.
everyone.
I've been missing you. And so I'm so
Yeah.
happy to have you here. But let me say this. A couple of days ago, we decided on day one, Lady D decided we will start a thankful jar, a prayer jar. And so this is my jar. So I made it a little more colorful. I went and got some color paper, which I have lots of. And I decided I would change my pinks out for my colors. So now when I put stuff in there, it'll be colorful. But this is day 4. But last night, 3 days into the fast, I'm telling you, I'm in tears even as I share. I've been praying for my sister friend that our friendship would be restored. And God restored. She reached out to
Amen.
me yesterday and I cried. I sent the voice note to my cousin. She said, I cried because it was like, wow, God, we were so close. I thought, we were like sisters. And to hear her voice, when I was sitting here with Dr. Rayborn on the prayer line and I saw this note coming through Michelle, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's alive. It's nothing like hearing from a sister who you were
Yeah.
close to. And we've been praying for that. And she's asking for prayers because her brother died. A
Mm.
brother who actually we call him Kemery, his name is Kemery, but Sean. He lived in Jamaica. He was the brain of her website. He did everything. He built my website. So today I'm gonna feature his photo. Give me a second if you can, just to send the photo to myself And we're gonna close out right now. I'm gonna close out right now. I just wanna pay, respects to him today because he was good to me. He treated me like I was his sister. He did. I'd call him and say, Sean, I need your help. And he'd say, okay, no problem. Send me what you need. And he would, yeah, he would, let's be coming back here. He would literally help me. He would literally help me, So I'm going to just show his picture. And she's asking for prayers for her family as they get ready to travel to Jamaica for the burial for Sean. He was an amazing young man, very, very talented, very, very talented. So today I just pray for the Grubb family. Hopefully the photo will come. It's here, just choosing to do its own thing. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. I'm going to just share it now with you guys. And listen, let's just keep prayerful. Prayer works. That's what I want to say. Prayer works. Prayer works. Let's keep prayerful. Don't ever give up. We give up way too soon. That's what God showed me. We give up too soon. There he goes. Camry Grubb died the 9th of January.
Oh wow, that's my town. Oh wow. Uh-huh.
Oh. And so my Cuban sisters and brothers, my friends, don't judge me. I just added dumplings to your meal because I fell in love with dumplings for the first time. Oh boy. There we go. Let's see if I can want to clean my plate up a little. Let's see if I can clean that up. Feature, and then I'll take a picture and send it. Okay, and just grab a napkin so I can clean this up. Oh, thankful jar could go there. I don't have a problem with that. That's the thankful jar. Let's put it like that so they could see the thankful jar, the prayerful jar. That's the jar that.
What was his name, Marlene? What was his name?
Camry.
Oh, I must ask my sister if she knows him. That's right in the town where I'm from.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I remember. That's right. Yeah, Camry Grubb.
Okay.
Hanover, eh?
Yes, Hanover. Hopewell, Hanover.
Hanover. Yeah,
Oh,
that's where they were from. So let's just
oh.
clean that up. I didn't put thyme in there, so I can't put thyme for garnish. All right, let's just finish it up.
That looks so pretty. That looks good.
Let's see if I can just zoom in just a little because I don't like to see that. No, there we go. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
Ain't it
gonna have
gorgeous?
with it.
I don't need anything else, Miss Jordan. I eat the dumplings.
Too many dumplings.
I
And
need to
eat
have a
too many
salad.
dumplings.
I have a bin of salad in there, and I'll probably have some salad, But yesterday it was that was Jamaican stew piece that was good. So today we have our
Is that breakfast or lunch?
No, this is gonna be lunch. I behave. I will taste it. But I will behave because I know the when time for lunch, I gonna eat. So yeah, there we go. So let's go back to this camera. So while we say bye to our add spotlight, how about it? Yeah, there we go. So we have both. So I just say, let's be encouraged. Let's continue the journey. Let's keep on trying these recipes and let's just watch God at work. That's what we do.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
So we're day 4. Send your photos. WhatsApp me at 242-535-6293. It doesn't go back to Zoom to YouTube. I'm sorry, my YouTube family. Oh, wow. The YouTube family are talking and I missed it. So good morning. Monica Colley, good morning. In the Bahamas, hog bananas make great banana bread and pancakes and when properly ripened are very sweet. Yay. I'll put this one. I want to just put this one in the fridge. I'll fry this one now. The others I have a whole bin of them I bought from the food store for $2. They're the one special. I'll keep them until they arrive. The pot is dumpling with a side of black bean. You're so right, Monica. But I have a little person who likes dumplings. So I know that she's going to enjoy them. She loves dumpling. Festival is dried dumplings with cornmeal and sugar. Man, we can't wait to try it, you see. And I will use my dates. I don't do sugar. I really don't do sugar.
Yeah, the recipes
Sugar.
on Google. If you go to Google, you'll find the
I'm
recipe.
going to. I'm just sending up some love for all these people who are here this morning. So Monica Colley says, I like sugar in my dumplings. And then we have Lady Sid. She says, festival is dried dumplings with cornmeal and sugar. Deborah Long in my girl in Alabama. Did you see her sharing your recipe? She said, looks delicious. I am telling you. I just want to say thank you to those who are watching this morning by YouTube, for watching and for sharing, right? And sharing and sharing. Share it, share it, share it. Share it with your family and friends who just don't know who's ready to start on a new walk with their diet when it comes to their diet and lifestyle. So I just say share it, share it. Share the link once I'm done here. You can definitely share the video with you can do it now. You can share now. All right. So we just want to say farewell to our YouTube audience. I have 5 minutes to get into the prayer room. And I know that the next second from now, my ear is going to be ringing because somebody's going to be calling to ask when are we getting on to the prayer room. So until next time, this is your friend Marlene McKinney. God bless you. We love you. And remember, if you're in my neck of the woods, because I'm on lockdown in paradise, just give me a shout and I will give you a beautiful tour of my island. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, day 5 of the journey. Well, I had a great inspiration. Somebody shared today that maybe we could come together for midday prayer, since we're not doing it in the evening because we don't want to interfere with Wednesday night service. So we may come together at 12 noon just for prayer. So we have strength on this journey of the Daniel fast. So I think it's a beautiful idea. I'm so happy that somebody else was thinking, like that. And they shared it with me. Actually, it was Angela from Bethlehem who shared that this morning with me. So God bless you guys.